Recording in progress. So I'm recording already, so I believe everyone can hear me. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. But before I go ahead and share my screen, I'm going to be talking about Bollinger Band. Now, why am I talking about Bollinger Band today? Is because we have talked about trading view, we have talked about stochastic RSI. We have been also been able to talk about auto Fibonacci retracement, which are the core indicators that crypto traders uses in the crypto market. And today we are going to be talking about Bollinger Band. Now, there are three indicators, at least three indicators, or out of three indicators, if two is able to tell the same thing in the market, then it is saying you can go ahead and trade. Now, tonight is going to be our last. It's going to be like it's going to be the at least this is going to be like the teaching. I won't call it the final teaching, but this is going to be one of the teaching that will say at least if you can follow from day one to day 3, I can tell you all you need to do is to go back and practice them, and you too can become a pro in the sports trading. I mean sports trading, and you can also apply it. But basically is more of sport for now with these lessons you have gotten. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Now I'm going to be sharing with you not just Bollinger Band, I'm also going to share you one secret, ABCD harmonic. And I'm going to also share with you support and resistance. Yes, and I'm going to also share with you the key ingredient that you need for you to enjoy trading any day, anytime. So let me go ahead and share my screen so that we can start looking at it from screen. I want to believe everyone can see my screen now. Okay, great. I want to believe everyone can see my screen. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and open. So the next, what you just need to do is to go to your trading view. So I'm going to go to my trading view now. I'm going to type trading view. So once I type my trading view, it's going to pop up. It's going to pop up. Now, let me talk about Bollinger Band as I go ahead to share my screen. Let me start is what is bound? Because we also need to the before we go ahead to talk about practical. Please do not hesitate to drop your question in the chat box. So what is Bollinger Band? Bollinger Band simply means BB. Is a technical analysis tool created by John Bollinger. It helps you measure volatility, identify breakouts, spot reversals, and confirm trends. Bollinger Band consists of 3 lines. When I share my screen, you're going to see the 3 lines that Bollinger Band. Number 1 line is what we call the upper bound, and this always shows the overbought zone. Then we have the middle band, which is what we call 20-period SMA. SMA simply means simple moving average. Then we have what we call the lower bound, which always indicates the oversold. Now, the middle band has over what we call the 20-period, that is the simple moving average. We have the upper band that has the SMA plus 2 times 2x standard deviation. Now, the question is, how to trade with it? If candle closes above upper bound, it means a buy. If candle closes below lower bound, it means a sell. When price keeps closing above the middle bound, 20, that is simple moving average, it means bullish. As somebody with me, it means what? Bullish. So we're going to use BTC. I don't know, I've been using BTC ever since we started the class. Maybe I switched to Ethereum so that it's not as if I'm using BTC because BTC is the father of cryptocurrency coins. So anyone can use if you can always get BTC, there's no asset you cannot use it to trade. There's no asset you cannot analyze on. That's why I'm always using BTC. But for the sake of this class, I'm going to make use of Ethereum today. Is that okay? So I'm going to share. I believe my screen is already sharing. You already know where to press yes. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So once I share my screen now, okay, now this is ABCD. I'm going to remove it because I'm going to teach you how to do that with ABCD and the excess of ABCD. So now, quickly, without taking much of your time, can anybody tell me what this market is saying? What this market is saying? Is there an uptrend or a downtrend? How do you know whether a coin is doing, whether it's showing an uptrend or a downtrend? Now, in crypto, we have what we call support and resistance. We have the candlesticks and the many more. We have in the candle, we have the body, we have the wick. Is somebody with me? We have the body, we have the wick. Now, what is the body of the candlestick? This is the body of the candlestick. This is the body. This is the body. When we talk about candlestick, this is the body of the candlestick. Oh, sorry, I can't use red when. Let me change it to yellow. So this is the body of the candlestick. This is what we call the wick. This is the wick. This is the wick. Yeah, the wick. The wick is spelled as WICK. Is that okay? Now, what I'm going to be doing now tonight is that I'm going to be letting you know the support and the resistance. Are you getting my point? When we talk about support and resistance, support simply means floor. That is where the coin is at that particular, the floor. While the resistance simply means the ceiling. Every coin has its support and resistance. But I'm going to be giving you a very easy formula, like the ABCD harmonic. It can help you that you will not need to be stressing yourself using all the whole price range, drawing horizontal line, drawing vertical lines. We don't need all those that. With ABCD harmonic, you'll be able to get that. But I do not want us to run than our shadow. So I want us to move buy and buy. So now, how do I know is this asset, is it an uptrend or a downtrend? How do I know that? I'm going to go ahead and do something now. Once I do that, you'll be able to see it. You're going to see it now. I'm going to put in the auto Fibonacci signal. So how do I get auto Fibonacci signal? All I need to do is to go to my indicators. Yes. So I'm going to go there. Stop. So I'm going to go here, go to my indicator. You all know where the indicator is. So you saw why I pressed. So I'll tap on the indicator. So because I already told you, I already double tick it. Because I already double tick it, I'm just going to go to my favorite. Once I go to my favorite, I'm going to go to my favorite. It's already there because I've double tick auto Fibonacci retracement. So it's going to show up immediately. So you see, I'm going to tap on it. You can see auto Fibonacci retracement added to the chart. I want to know whether this coin is an uptrend or a downtrend. And one of the things I said to know whether a coin is an uptrend or a downtrend is that one, when you see 100 down and 0 at the top, it means an uptrend. Is somebody with me? When you see 100 at the top and 0 at the down, what does that mean? Who can tell me what does that mean? Who can tell me? Please use the chat box. What does that mean? Use the chat box, or you unmute yourself and speak. Since I don't want to move to the Zoom. You can unmute yourself and speak. What is this trend saying, please? I want someone to say something. Mr. Adeton, are you still there? Mr. Adeton, are you still there? Hello? Is somebody still with me? What is this coin doing? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? Okay, somebody say a downtrend. You're correct. HP, you're correct. It's a downtrend. Mr. Adeton, you're not saying anything. Are you not following me? Are you not following me? Okay, Joseph. Oh, she's not here. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, correct. Yeah, Mr. Is it Joseph or Mr. Maybe I don't know what's the meaning of it, but that's what I saw in your thing. You are very correct. This is what a downtrend. It means that this asset is going down. Now, with what I've taught earlier, there are many ways we can do this, right? We can also use Bollinger, we can also use the stochastic to be able to tell. Now, I'm going to be telling you how to be able to use your your Bollinger Band on this to be able to know whether it's a perfect entry or it's not a perfect entry. Now, mind you, if your trading view is not a paid version, you can only make use of two indicators at per time. That is, you can only two indicators can only be showing on your chart because why? It's not a paid version. But if one has paid, you are permitted to use more than three indicators. But for this my version, this one I'm using, I told you I open it basically for teaching. So it's not a paid version, it's a free version. So because it's not a paid version, if I cannot use three, I cannot put in three indicators. So if I must put three indicators, I have to remove one to put one. So now I'm going to maybe should I leave this auto Fibonacci, should I leave this auto Fib retracement, or I go ahead and put in the Bollinger Band. Now, but before we go ahead and put Bollinger Band, let's also test stochastic, because let's also test our stochastic to be able to tell too. Let's tell what our stochastic is saying. Now I'm going to check in, put in my indicators, because because I've used stochastic before. The last class we talked about stochastic, so it's going to just pop up. So I'm going to add to the chart. So once it add to the chart, look at it now. Look at what's stochastic telling us now. Stochastic is telling us that this coin, if you want to enter, is a perfect entry. It's not really that perfect, but if you want to enter under 1 day time frame, it's okay. Now let's look at it at 4 hours time. 4 hours time. 4 hours. Let's look at it at 4 hours. Now look at it at 4 hours. Let's look at what 4 hours. Now 4 hours says this coin has gone up, it's coming down. So it might not be a perfect entering for 4 hours. But in 1 day say it has gone up. But if you want to enter, you can still enter. That's what 1 day is telling us. Now let's look at it with this Bollinger Band that we are talking about today. Let's look at it with the Bollinger Band we are talking about today. Let's look at it with the Bollinger Band we are talking about today. Now see it very carefully. And I'm going to go and look for. I'm going to tap. You already know where we tap. I'm going to leave Fibonacci and put in my Bollinger, or do I do to Fibonacci? Now let me use. I'm going to put in that. I'm going to put in the indicators. I'll search for the. I'm just going to search for it. Once I search for it, it's going to have it's going to be in my charts. Hope you know very well where I'm pressing. And in case you don't know, please drop it on the chat box that you don't know what I'm pressing, so that you will not find it difficult. So I can show you on this live section. So I'm going to go back now. Now the Bollinger has showed on my charts. Now look at what is this Bollinger telling us. Now let me say this very quickly. Once you see a coin like this now, once you see a trade like this now, let's look at this Bollinger. You can see now at some point the coin, once you see that the lines, are you getting my point? Now I said it when I was explaining. I said in the Bollinger Band we have three lines. Is somebody with me? We have 3 lines in Bollinger Band. Now, the first one is called the upper band, which is the red line you are seeing. Are you there? It's called the what? The upper band. That's this first line. Let me use my pen so that you can see it. This first line is called what? I call it what? Is the upper band. And it always shows whether a coin has been overbought. It shows the overbought zone. Then we have what we call the middle band. The middle band is always 20 period. that is 20 period SMA, simple moving average. That is this blue. That's the blue you can see here. The blue, this blue you are seeing here, is what I call the middle band. Then we have the green, which is what we call the lower bound, which always shows whether a coin has been oversold. That is, look at it, whether it has been oversold. Are you seeing that? Whether it has been oversold. We have one. The number one is what we call the upper bound. The number two is what we call the middle bound. And the number three is what we call the lower bound. Is somebody still with me? I believe somebody is still with me. So those are the three we have. Those are the three. Now, how do you indicate? How do you know? How do you use this Bollinger Band? How do you use this Bollinger Band? How do you use this Bollinger Band? Now, how you use this Bollinger Band is very simple. Now, with this asset, with what this asset is telling us now, it is telling us that with this Bollinger Band, this coin is already overbought. Why is it overbought? Because one, now I'm opening the chart so we can see it. Are you seeing the way the line has passed from the candlesticks is inside the lower bound, and it has passed the lower bound, and it has also go across, and it has drawn a green, that is a strong buy. Are you seeing that? A strong buy ahead of the upper bound, which is the overbought zone. And once you are trading, you don't need to use the overbought. Now, mind you, this is under 4 hours time frame. Are you still with me? So if you are entering this asset has done at least more than 5% today. So with Bollinger Band using 4 hours time frame, and do not forget, you remember that when we checked with stochastic RSI, that stochastic RSI told us that we shouldn't enter, that the market has gone up, is coming down. Is somebody with me? Are you seeing it? Now I'm going to look at what has this asset done within these 4 hours. Now, for today, only today alone, we can say that this new, let me see, look at the date. Are you seeing that from today, only today alone, this asset has done from this place, has done from here to this place. Now I'm going to use my, what they call it, my price range, so that you can see it. I'm going to use I believe everyone knows how to use their price range. So look at it now. I'm going to use this is where this asset started today. This is where it started today. Are you seeing that's where the upper bound is? Are you seeing where it started today? Are you seeing it? That's where this asset started. I want to use my price range so I can see where the asset started today. So now you can see now. Then this is where it is correctly. Now it's doing that as a matter of fact. This Ethereum has done 6% from yesterday in less than 4 hours. Is that somebody with me? It has done 6.4%. 6.4%. That is the one. Anyway, so now if you are entering, is not, if you are going to be a day trader, if you are a long-term trader or an investor, there's not much problem with that. If you're an investor, you are buying to hold for a longer time. Am I correct? You are buying to hold for a longer time. So there's no much problem. But if you are a day trader, it's not a perfect entry for you to enter with 4 hours. It's either you wait or you go for another asset. Is somebody with me? That is how you are able to use this Bollinger Band. Now, let me say this. If candle closes above the upper band, it means a strong buy. So because there is a strong buy, it's not the time for you to go and buy. So there's already has a strong buy. Now, I wish I won't advise in, if depending on your time frame, if you want to leave the market, if you don't want to leave the market, then because now with these 4 hours I can see here that this candlestick is already forming another green again. So it's still saying that the market might go up. Are you getting my point? And mind you, this is a downtrend. Is that okay? This is what? This is a downtrend. This is what? A downtrend. But I'm going to show you a very simple code that will help you a lot. This code, anytime I use it, I didn't know. It's like me. When I use it, I'm very rest assured that it must reach where I get to. Now, stochastic already told you. This is under. Okay, let's look at the stochastic under 1 day, please. Let's look at the stochastic under 1 day. Let's look at it under. Yeah. Let's look at it. Great. Okay. Now, under 1 day is telling us that it's still within the middle bound, the lower bound. So it's under oversold. So under 1 day is perfect. Are you seeing that? And then do not forget that when we checked it in the stochastic RSI, under 1 day was perfect. Hi. Are you seeing how everything is going? Are you seeing that if you are using, at least if you have used this Bollinger and you are using your stochastic, you are good, you can make your decision and make money. Is that okay? You can make your decision and you make money very, very well. But it's telling you that if you are using it under 1 day, it's okay. But under 4 hours, please don't trade. Then if we check for 2 hours, it's okay. The Bollinger, if you understand how to use it, now look at how it's. Can you see how? I don't know if somebody has. If you are seeing the chat box, I don't know if there's any question. But me, I'm just enjoying the way everything is just like the way it's unfolding. Now, this is a support. For those people who do not know what support is, this is a support. Let me use my pen. This is a support. This is a support here. Are you seeing a support here? This is support here. This is a resistance here. This is a now support and resistance. So some people call it supply and demand, while some people call it market structure. Some call it other blocks, whatever case you want to call it. But the one I use very well is support and resistance. If there is time, I may likely teach you about, maybe not today anyway, another time. Maybe teach you about market structure, other blocks, and the rest. So now, every time a coin moves, an asset, a resistance can be a support. Yes, a resistance can be a support, and a support can be a resistance. What do I mean by that? When an asset, for instance, if this asset is from, if support is here, right, and the coin now move here and it stop, it has formed another support here. Then if it wants to start going up to another place now, it is forming another resistance. And if it's moving for me again, because a coin does not stay in one place, keep fluctuating the market, keep fluctuating, moving from one place to another. If it's going another place now, it therefore means that is another support again. Another, who is this one? Who is using only said Marian? Why you do not write on my screen, please? I beg you. I'll just make sure. Do not write on my screen, please. Is that okay? I don't know if somebody is still with me. So now I'm going to be teaching you. I'm going to quickly go and tell you how to be able to. I don't know if somebody has question around this Bollinger Band. If you have question around this Bollinger Band, if you have question around this Bollinger Band. I don't know if you have question on this Bollinger Band. So I'm going to teach you one. Now I'm going to teach you something very important that I use for ABCD. Now I'm going to remove this Bollinger Band now. I'm going to remove this Bollinger Band. I'm going to remove that. So let me remove this. So I believe the Bollinger Band is easy to explain. I told you about the uptrend, the downtrend. I told you how to use that. Okay. So now I'm going to go and use what we call ABCD. Now ABCD helps me a lot. ABCD harmonic. I'm going to remove this Bollinger Band. So let me remove the Bollinger Band. Good. So I've been able to use the Bollinger Band. So now I'm going to, I've told you, this is a market structure. This is market structure. Are you seeing it? How do I know this market structure? That's what the market is doing. Are you seeing it? Let me use my pen. Are you seeing the way the market is doing? This is what we call market structure. This is what we call market structure. Are you seeing how the market is going? Are you seeing how it's going? Are you seeing the way the market is going? Look at it. It went like this. It went like this. But it went up and then it came down. That's what we call market structure. Market structure. That's what we call market structure. Now, I'm going to teach you, but before I go ahead and tell you about, let me just quickly see if anybody has question in the chat. Does anybody have question? Do anybody have question? Ulysses Mera, stop writing on my screen, I beg you. Please don't write on my screen, I beg you. Does anybody have to? I believe somebody has something in the chat box. So, okay.
I'm sorry, sir. That was a mistake. My hand touched my screen. I didn't know it was writing on your screen.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. What app are you using for your illustration? Okay, it's trading view now. It's trading view. This you. I don't think that's why we're talking about trading view. We show you everything about the view. Video on, I think, on the 10th of November. We did a video on trading view, explaining everything from the scratch about trading view, everything as a beginner. Because what I'm teaching you is like a beginner, like somebody that's not even heard about trading before. Is that okay? So that's okay. So watch that video, watch stochastic, the second video, you at least you master it, watch a couple of other videos with this, you are good to go on trading. You are good to go. This is one of my skills in trading. I want to pick it on. I use I know. Because why? To tell you what the market is saying pattern. Are you seeing the way that look at BTC? This is Ethereum. I see it. I see that it has almost gotten to 5,000. It now dropped from 2,963. Somebody there? Are you seeing it? So that's crypto market for you. So now I'm going to be teaching you how to be able to use this ABCD. So I'm going to go to my indicator. I'll go to my indicator. Now, please do not forget, for the ABCD, for the Bollinger Band, you don't need to edit anything. I don't know if somebody is with me. You don't need to edit anything in the Bollinger Band. All you all you need to do is go to your indicator, tap on it. It's already edited already. Everything you need. You don't need. It's not like stochastic that you have to put in some parameters, change some things, or stochastic, or like auto Fibonacci where you want to change it from values to percentage. Bollinger Band, you don't need anything. All you just need to do is to put the indicator and it's working. And this ABCD too, the same thing. Let me tell you, I'm going to use the ABCD now. I'm going to go to indicators and look for ABC. Now, ABC is already here because I think I was test running it, so I had to use it. Is this found? But if you want to, in case you that is a newbie, all you just need to do is to tap A, B, C, D. Now, there are a lot of ABCD here. The ABCD are, it means harmonic. The PR something something something. But what we are looking for is harmonic. So we don't need now. It's a simple ABCD harmonic pattern as already shown on my trading view. So now we'll go to my trading view and see. Now, why am I using this ABCD pattern? This ABCD pattern is very easy. Why is it very easy? Because it tells you the up and the down of the market. It tells you critical places. I can tell you that no matter how you want to say, like trade, even are you seeing the ABCD? Are you seeing that it captures every of the downs of the market? So instead of me using my price range or using my horizontal and vertical, if I just tap my BCD, I'm good to go. Are you seeing what is are you showing everything? It's showing it's giving us the market structure. Are you seeing it? The market structure. It's telling us what the market is doing. It's telling us where the market is also going to. Bearish. AB is equals to CD. Are you seeing that? Now I can tell you very, very certain that if with even with our indicators say under one they do not enter, but let me remove it, let me put it under 4 hours. If with this ABC, I can tell you that if I enter this market, I don't know when I'm going to come out through, but I can tell you categorically I will make money. And I can decide to take, no matter how the market is back, no matter what will happen in there, this Ethereum will come back, it will come back to 4,500. With this ABC I'm looking at, it will come back. How do I know that? Let me show you with price range. Do I need price range? No, I don't need. Let me show you the horizontal line. I'll just to look at it. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? I'm touching. I'm going to be touching specific area where this asset can still come back to before it gets there. Are you seeing that? Ha. Oh my God. So if as a trader, when I'm trading this kind of asset, all I need to do is to pick the with ABCD is just to pick the point and see what in no time, this asset will go back to around 3,600. Yes, under 4 hours. And I will tell you, if I trade it now for new beginners, this is very easy. All you need to do now, let me say this for new beginners, because I'm talking in respect that we are not even using React, you are just trading as a crypto trader. Yes. So when you are trading an asset, do not use, for instance, if you are using $100 to trade an asset, let your first buy be 20. Is somebody with me? So as the market keep doing what it's doing, then you cannot be buying small, small. But there are times that sometimes you buy an asset and before you know, it's already done like 4-5%. So you now have the opportunity to buy more. But for Royal Q traders, you already know that you already put in your margin calls and you put it in such a way that it will be able to buy margin calls for you, maybe at 0.5 or whatever amount. But let me do this. Let me show you this very, very quickly. I can bet you that this coin will definitely stick back to 6,000, 3,600. And if it come back from this place where it is right now to there, I will make no less than 20%. 22%. Somebody seeing it? I will make not less than 22%. So imagine me now trading with $100. I'm just giving an instance with getting 22% of my money. What do you say about that? Eh? That's a cool cash. 22% of my money. 20. Sure. But the now if you don't want to kill this credit now. So we don't want that much. I think you can do it. Back to imagine if I now wait for and I wait safe very well. I don't think I come around. Let me 40%. Are you seeing that? Which use substance, some call it some call it structure, some call it color, and the rest. So, but they are just support and support. So ABCD you enjoy the find very very interesting, which is type of ABCD. So I don't even want to question I'm good, but if there are no questions, yeah. Oh, sorry, Joe. I didn't know I was not talking. I was talking to myself. Can anyone hear me, please? If you have any question, please unmute yourself and ask. Mr. HP, do you have any question? Joseph, do you have any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Maybe something I spoke about, you don't understand. You're finding it difficult. You're finding it difficult. Please ask your question. Ask your question. Ask your question. Is your question that will make me go deeper, deeper. Once you don't ask question, it's assume that you understand everything the person is saying. Price movement, high, low, volatility. If you do not ask question, it is assumed that you understand what the person is saying. If you don't ask a question, it's assumed that you understand what the person is saying. Okay, then if there's no question, please, I think I'll call it a day from here. This is like over like at least able to teach for the past. We start around 8:40. Nice, 9:22. So that's like over 40 minutes, which is fair enough. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate and I encourage us to always make sure we attend Zoom sections. In case there's a subsequent times, do not hesitate. You grow by learning. Please re-summarize whole lecture if you can. No, I can't do that again. I can't do that again. So the recording is going to be out. Once the recording is out, you get the video. All we talk about was Bollinger Bound. We talk about Bollinger Bound. So you're going to get the video. Once you get the video, you'll be able to understand. We talked about Bollinger Band. I would say Bollinger Band is a technical. So I already told you the trading view I'm using. Yes. So Bollinger Band is what we call it, is a technical tool created by John Bollinger. It helps you measure volatility, identify breakouts, spot reversals, and confirm trends. Bollinger consists of three lines, so which I already showed you already. We have the upper bound, which is the overbought zone. We also have what we call the middle bound, which is the 20 period simple moving average. We also have the lower bound, which is the oversold. And then we'll talk about how do you indicate, how do you trade with it. Once the upper bound is high, once it's above the upper bound, it means it's a buy. And once it's buy, it means that's a green. And it means it's not a good time for you to enter. When people are buying, you want to go and enter market. No, you shouldn't buy. When people are buying, you should be buying when people are selling. Are you getting the point? You should be buying, you should be selling when people are buying. Is that okay? So you are buying, you are buying when people are selling. That's what makes you make money in the crypto market. I taught you about the ABCD harmonic. I was able to teach you the ABCD harmonic. There's no much this thing. It's just about getting your your price movement. It helps you get the perfect price movement, and it also helps you to tell you what will happen with ABCD harmonic because it shows you everything you need. I can tell you, I can bet any amount that it will get to that price back. And if I put in maybe $100 or $1,000, whatever amount it might be, I will get that percent over maybe 40% or 20. As far if I can wait though, it might not happen one day, but if I can wait, I will hit it. So that's one interesting thing about crypto. So I think that's all. So I think we can call it a day from here. Thank you very much. The recording is going to be dropped maybe during the week, so you can go ahead and watch it. But in case you don't understand, I think we have done subsequent recording around this. You can go to our Zoom, our uh, our YouTube channel, and check in for those ones. I believe it will help you. This is an amazing thing because this section you are seeing me holding, people paid me for it. Yes, they paid me for it. But here you are, you're not paying anything. You are enjoying the lecture. So it's a privilege. Do well to utilize every moment you see in the group. Thank you and do have a wonderful night. Bye for now. My name remains Olutunde Temitope.